From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
A viral video of the Boseman city manager making negative comments about the city, and the commission put him on administrative leave and forced the commission to call a special meeting. We have an update from that meeting coming up.
A former Butte police detective is claiming discrimination and sexual harassment for her gender. I'll tell you what happened on the first day of her civil trial.
If you get a suspicious phone call about jury duty, it might not be real. I'm Cassidy Powers, MTN News, here to tell you how one Belgrade woman was able to suss out a scam caller.
Alrighty, it is 6:30 on this Tuesday edition of Montana This Morning. Jay McDonald and Matt Elwell. Well, taking a week away from Montana, I'm just glad I came back to a little bit of snow on the ground.
There's a little fresh snow while
bit.
you were gone. But today's going to be pretty quiet for the most part. There may be a few isolated snowflakes in the morning. Today, by and large, more sunshine.
Okay.
So I guess that's positive.
Yeah.
Most of our temperatures are pretty warm for the early morning. 20s and low 30s, 24 in Ennis, 19 in Dillon. We see that potential of snow kind of fall apart, just a thin band out between Butte and back into Marr County. That should fall apart pretty quickly, but better potential of some heavier snow develops as you go into the evening. Overall, our daytime high should be right around that 30-degree mark for today, mid-30s for most of us. We do have more snow in the forecast. I'm going to take a look at the impacts that may have coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now, the Boseman City Commission held a special meeting yesterday evening to discuss the future of City Manager Jeff Mihalik. He made comments about Boseman and the commission in a video that has gone viral. And MTN's Jolie Salee has more from last night's meeting.
I'm here at City Hall in Bozeman where a special meeting was held open to the public to discuss the next steps following a leaked video of Bozeman City Manager Jeff Mihalik disparaging his colleagues on the City Commission. Monday night, City Commissioners voted that Jeff Mihalik resign by Wednesday. In this 3-hour meeting, city leaders took the opportunity to address their disappointments in Mihalik. At the meeting, these concerned residents got the opportunity to voice their frustrations and hopes for the future.
They want you to stand for dignity, civility, professionalism, excellence.
City leaders debated whether to open a third-party investigation, which they held off on until future meetings. If he fails to respond, commissioners will move forward to remove him. Until then, he remains on paid administrative leave. In Bozeman, Jolie Salee, MTN News.
And allegations of gender discrimination and harassment by a former Butte detective. MTN's John Amy tells us about the civil trial that began yesterday afternoon.
A civil trial is underway at the federal courthouse in Butte involving a former Butte police detective who claims she was discriminated for her gender and faced sexual and professional harassment from the predominantly male police department. Rhonda Staten is seeking undisclosed monetary damages from Butte Silverbow, alleging years of gender and disability discrimination and harassment from members of the law enforcement department. During opening statements, Staten's attorney, Michael Rabb, alleged Staten endured inappropriate sexual comments, including finding tampons in her work mailbox. The lawsuit claims she faced retaliation from within the department when she reported the incidents to Human Resources. She was fired in August of 2020 after 18 years of service with the department. Attorney Cindy Walker, who represents the department, and Sheriff Ed Lester, countered in her opening statement to the jury of 4 women and 3 men that Staten was released due to poor work performance. The defense claims Staten was psychologically unfit for duty and neglected some of her ongoing cases while working as a detective. In 2021, an arbiter ruled that Staten's termination was in violation of the agreement between the city and the Butte Police Protective Association. The county is challenging that ruling in district court. Testimony in this civil trial is expected to continue through Friday. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
And the Gallatin County Sheriff's Office says it has recently received dozens of reports from people about a jury duty scam. And MTN's Cassidy Powers talks with the sheriff about this scam, how to identify it, and what to do if you get one of those calls.
If you get a phone call about jury duty and it's suspicious, hang up that phone. It could just save you from scam callers.
Hello. I received a phone call from a no caller ID. The phone call stated that it was a sheriff's department telling me that I was supposed to be in court at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning.
Stephanie Wright received a suspicious phone call last Thursday. The caller identifying themselves as the sheriff's office, notifying her she missed jury duty. The caller proceeded to inform Wright that Judge Brown had filed citations against her
for not appearing in court, that I would need to go in front of Judge Brown, and that if I didn't, there would be a bench warrant against me, and that I would be charged $2,900 and some odd dollars.
That's when Wright knew something was off.
I asked him at that point what his name and his badge number was.
The scammer replied Officer Jenkins, a real officer at the Boseman Police Department.
They've actually even used many of my deputies' names, many of my captains' names, my own name, actually.
Sheriff Dan Springer says these scam calls are extremely elaborate and researched. Scammers get individuals' personal information, such as their full name and street address, and use this information to seem legitimate. Springer says these types of calls are not uncommon.
You know, we get a number of scam phone calls.
Springer stated these calls can be hard to identify, and if people are not sure whether a call is real or not, they should follow this advice.
If you don't show up for jury, for your jury duties, or if you haven't returned your documents, we will make a phone call, but we will not ask for any money, and there's no warrants going out for your arrest.
Which Stephanie Wright is glad she caught on to during her phone call.
He had all the right words. They had, like what they were saying was very believable.
Wright says people need to be aware of these scammers and how realistic they can sound. And her advice?
If you feel like it's not something believable, hang up and call them yourself.
In Boseman, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.
And Fish, Wildlife and Parks is reminding people that there is less than a week left to apply for Smith River float permits. Now, a permit is required to float the iconic Central Montana River, and permits are only available via lottery drawing. Permit applications are due by February 14th. The drawing will be held on February 22nd, and there are some important changes floaters should be aware of for this year, including the removal of pit toilets along the 59-mile float. So floaters will have to carry an approved portable toilet system, and human waste must be packed out. 2024 is also the first year people applying for permits can buy bonus points for an extra chance. And Yellowstone National Park is showing the public 3 proposals for a permanent road between Gardner and Mammoth at the north entrance of the park. The 3 plans shown in a webinar yesterday afternoon include the blue route that you see on the map there. It's an improvement of the current temporary road with sharp curves and steep hills reduced. The red route is a reconstruction of the road through the canyon that washed out in a 500-year flood in 2022. It would include replacement bridges and measures to limit rock slides. And the purple route is the so-called center alternative that reuses some of the old canyon road but veers away from the canyon itself to make the road less susceptible to future flooding and rock slides. Park Superintendent Cam Shawley was careful to say that he doesn't favor any one proposal, but pointed out that the canyon and center options allow construction to take place without disrupting traffic on the current temporary road. He also pointed out another advantage.
You can't have 2 roads at every entrance, but in this particular case, may not be the worst idea. If something were to happen downstream, we'd have a backup road. We were very fortunate to have the old Gardner Road available to us. If we didn't have that, we'd probably have been looking at multiple years of Gardner being cut off from the park.
Engineers on the presentation said any of the proposals will take 3 to 5 years to construct. You can comment on the proposals or get a link to a Wednesday webinar on the plans under the news section of the park website. Now we're going to take a short break here on Montana This Morning, but when we come back, 2 new members of the Zoo Montana community are now out of hibernation. We're going to introduce you to 2 cubs, George and Willie, when we come back.